Recently, I had one of the most terrifying experiences of my life. Something that just really shocked me and spooked me a bit more than it should have. Scrolling down Reddit, I came across a hideous little man. Something that I don't know how or why it exists. The Goblin Shark. From the outside, this guy looks like a normal shark, right? I mean, like a tiger shark or a great white shark. He looks normal. He looks like a fun little friend. But as soon as this guy gets hungry... Now, when snakes get hungry, they like unhinge their jaw, right? So they can swallow their prey all in one gulp. It's extremely efficient. However, the Goblin Shark doesn't just unhinge his jaw. He like unhinges his face. It just hides inside of him, and then he inflates like a balloon to expand his body like 15% just to eat a snack. Weird little guy. Evolution really didn't do this guy well. I mean, not only is his method of eating extremely inefficient, you know, needing to remove your entire mouth to eat, but he's also tiny. Like, this guy is not that frightening. Like, this guy is 10 feet long. I expected him to be around 25 feet long, but he is 10. That's like the size of a horse. I think. I don't know anything about horses, so that might be a really bad comparison. This guy is the most feared shark amongst man, but in the ocean, this guy is their version of Peter Dinklage. Frank, whom I will now call the Goblin Shark, scared me a lot, but also intrigued me a fair bit, so I went on to Google and searched up scary ocean animals. I used those exact words. Anyway, here are my findings. Now this is the frilled shark, and he's considered to be a living fossil because he is blind like an old man and has the skin of one as well. Dale is also shorter than the Goblin Shark by like 4 feet. There are human beings that are taller than Dale. I am taller than Dale. Now we have the anglerfish, whom we all know as the scary fish from Nemo. This guy just uses a light to lure in his prey, much like an old 65-year-old guy in Florida uses candy to lure in children. This dude will eat anything from a little itty-bitty snail to a gigantic squid. Like, he has the variety of Michael Cera. That's a bad comparison. That's not a good comparison. The triggerfish. This guy is one of the dumbest looking fish I've ever seen. He is an idiotic little man. So I'm going to call him Martin. But yeah, this guy looks so dumb and weak. And then he grows to become 3 feet long. So basically, I could be pummeled to death by 2 of them. Giant squid. Now, this is going to be on the list. I mean, you knew that. It's a list of scary ocean animals. But as it currently consists of sharks dominating it that are 12 feet long, how could I avoid including the animal that grows to be above 40 feet? I can't even count that high sometimes. The scary thing is that we only learned about the giant squid's existence 15 years ago. Which is to say that we had been to the moon and back 6 times before we found out about the Kraken. So I guess you could say that before we had the giant squid, we had astronauts in the ocean. What you know about rolling?